Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Very special edition today. We have been busy doing, manifesting, making things happen. A whole bunch of us have. And I am not taking any of the credit because you guys did this. You guys made it happen for yourselves. So, what am I talking about? Okay, hold up. Okay, what am I talking about? Well, last month, now that you guys know I do personal experience, right? I don't talk about stuff that I don't know. So this is personal. This happened and is happening, right? And all right. Hey, little Katie, welcome back to the Quantum Show. If this is not your first time, I don't know. I hard to remember. um, but what happened? This is a neat story that I took part in. And my whole witchy family came together and made this happen. And it was shockingly easy when so many people were involved. Let's see here. Adjust the camera a little bit, get the action figures out of the shot. I think we're okay. Okay. Hey, Blue Chicken. And okay, my mom's car blew up. Cracked block. We had a freeze, and uh, the block cracked. And we fixed and fixed and fixed. It didn't work, and we were like, "Oh crap! It's got a cracked block." We found out after some more diagnostic, right? And saw the crack in the block. That was that. And we were like, oh, what are we going to do? Well, we got a broken truck. We got two broken trucks. And we got all this. What do we have? We have two broken trucks. One is way broken. The other one, we didn't know what was going on with it. And then all of a sudden, my sister comes up and says, hey, my friend has a car for sale and she showed it to me, and it was like too good of a it was too good, right? It wasn't a new car, it's not a fixer upper, it's a ready to roll on the road car. And it seems like this was planned, okay? um because the thing had been for sale for 2 months and nobody wanted it for whatever reason. Right? And it was in Georgia. Well, I'm in Tennessee. It was a 5 hour trip, 5 or so hour trip. And when we found out about it 3 days before, so this was literally 5 days ago, right? We found out about it, yeah, just after last week's show, and said my sister got on there and says, "I want that car. Don't sell it." And well, you never know how that's going to go. So they say, we want it. We got the money together. It was not expensive. I talked to her. She even said it was cheaper than she thought it would be, and it was cheaper than I thought it would be. I didn't think we could pull this off, but something in me said, "Yeah, we're gonna make this happen." And we all pulled together, all thought about it, all put our minds to it, and even with the loose ends, we made it work. Okay, let me know. Okay, show check. Let me know if everybody can hear me and see me okay. If I'm blocky, if I'm blurry. Because, see, I'm on my own little network and my view looks good. Do I sound okay? Do I look okay? Talk to me in the chat, please. Okay. Little Katie says you're good. All right. Got a thumbs up from Blue Chicken, and I believe we got 2 out of 4, 50%. That works. All right. Okay, but yeah, that happened. And 5 days after the idea, well, it did take a month after the car broke down, but she's back on the road. She's driving. She's doing. It's working great. It's got a few things here and there, but we'll get them done. It's an old car. It's not a new car. 1991 was 31 years ago. Can't believe it. 1991. And it's a 91 Mercury. It's a good car. It's as if it had been driven 1 year and that was it. 41,000 miles after 30 years. That's it. This thing is practically new. Good maintenance and everything. Okay, well, we made that happen. And it is a practical thing. See, we practically put that to use. Me and my sister and my mom, we all were thinking about it. That's manifestation right there. Straight up. Need car. The 2 months that it was for sale, that nobody wanted it, the universe was holding it for us. That's exactly what was going on. Oh, okay. Raven, I'm watching you over here. Now, YouTube shows the planet, right? StreamYard shows the words. So it was like, planet orange, purple ring. And I'm like, huh? Oh, it's a picture. Oh, Raven, you did that. You did that. I just said, okay, let's talk about it. And it just came back up. And I'm glad. I'm glad it came back up. And when you get that other computer you're talking about, the one that I helped you find, I mean, it will need some babying too, but it works out of the box. And it will need some security gone over. I can help you do that. I can help you do that easy. So no problem there. But yeah, so that was a manifestation that was, to us, it was a big deal. Now I got more stuff going on, things that we made happen, right? Okay. And a couple of updates on past stories. Coyote Girl. She is not really buying into any of this stuff because she's so scared. She has, and here's what I would like to do with her, but she's one of them Gen Zers, and it's going to seem like a personal attack when it is not. It is not a personal attack. I would like to say, see, she's told me in the past she she has insecurity and depression, and I want to ask her, well, why do you have that stuff? Does it make you feel comforted? And of course, the answer is going to be something like, no, it doesn't make me feel comfortable. No, I'm not comforted by insecurity and crippling depression. I'm like, well, then why do you have them? This is called shadow work. You find out, this is part of shadow work. Find out, why are these things, why do you feel this way? Just logic. Use logic. Why do you feel this way? And how do you change those things that make you feel that way? Is it something you change about you? Something you react to? What, you know? And that's something we have done here. The people who come here in the Quantum Show, we have done all this stuff, or we are in the process of doing, and realize it needs to be done. Same thing with Amy's show. Same thing with Richie's show. And there's quite a few shows that I follow that are quantum. They are totally quantum. Believe it or not, Thirdphase of Moon. All right, I'm going to say Thirdphase of Moon. Okay, shout out to the Cousins brothers. You're filling a role. Okay, you have a role to play, and you're doing it well. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, because the Quantum Show, me and Amy, we approve. Here you go. From me and Amy to Thirdphase of Moon. Keeping it quantum. Yeah. She is on, Raven says she's on meds, and she is. She definitely is. let me see. Let me go ahead and highlight some comments. Well, I can get to there, so I can highlight comments and manage from over here. Okay, shutting all of Facebook down. Okay. I'm not going to put myself on this show twice. Don't need that. And yeah. But she does have, yeah, she is on that. Come on. Come on. Hold on, y'all. I need to. Okay. All right. Hold on. Audio. All right. There shouldn't be any feedback now. If y'all hear any audio feedback, let me know. Okay. Brain fog of psych meds. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is. I had Rich look at my little partial interview on Amy's show, right? Because I had that thing happen on the interstate. It was a Mandela effect on the interstate, and it was like, oh my God. And I passed. I survived. We're still friends and everything, right? He was warning me, Nathan, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Basically, it was, yeah, he's crazy, but he believes it, so he's not lying. I get these shirts done from a dude in England, and they're super cheap, and they're okay. I mean, they're not awesome quality, but they're good. They're good. They're not like the most awesome cotton. They get scratchy sometimes, only sometimes, just a little bit. But the words that he does, he's clear. Are clear. I will try to leave a link to him later. But all right, she's on meds, and I know from experience, it's hard to get real when you're in a brain fog of psych meds. Yes, and we don't need reality crashing down on top of us. We can take it little at a time, just a little at a time, right? So what you do is you ask yourself, why am I depressed? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? What makes me feel depressed? What makes me, and you can actually, now this is quantum, your quantum link interacting with your physical and your mental and your energetic. Okay, your energetic is like this with your quantum link anyway. Okay, it is. And something happened. I got a message from somewhere. Okay. I know what I'm doing at the 1 hour mark now. Hang on. Hold on. Okay. I just got a notification from my own show, like 14 minutes in. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. Okay. And you have to want it. You have to want to not feel that way, and you have to make a decision not to feel that way. It seems like we're at the behest of something else all the time, but really we are not. Okay, yeah, that was my Cyberman, right? It's a Cyberman from a certain episode. It's meant to sound scary. We have to want it. I fell into a depression one time, and it was because of my PTSD from the military. And well, she doesn't have that, right? She doesn't have that. But it's no less valid. It's just I know where I went from on my end. So I can figure out what she's doing on her end, right? And okay, she has a troubled upbringing, abusive upbringing, And a lot of that stuff is very, I know it's very deep. And she's young, okay? She's early 20s. So she's going to take some time to heal. But right now, she thinks that she can't. She thinks that's the way it is. And, okay, I'll check Twitter in a little bit, Blue Chicken. But she thinks that's the way it is, and that's life. It isn't. She doesn't know. Y'all, you see somebody sit there, and they're so, this has got to be youth, right? She sits there and watches me, and she's so sure of everything. And although the symptoms are there, she's sure of nothing. But what she sits there and looks at me like totally confident and not having much experience, you know, and she just doesn't want to. It's comforting to her, the insecurity and she knows it's the devil. She knows, and I'm trying to get it across to her. She doesn't need to do that. She can just make the decision. But that's the update, right? That's the update. She is in a total state of change, right? But it's slow change. We'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, they're hard to deal with. They are hard to deal with. And she has the confidence issue, right? Well, she just got a big break, kind of a fighting chance, really, with the work that she's doing. Okay, it's good. It pays good. It's easy, and it's right up her alley. She has the creative spark that it takes to do this stuff, right? And it takes creativity because you got to imagine not being this way. You got to imagine, and well, that is manifestation, right? Yeah. There was a lot of talk go on. I listened to the ufology scene during the week, Amy and Rich, and I've got a few things I wanted to talk about there. But this is the updates for the week, right? The car was a big one. It was a good one, and it just we made it happen. I mean, you get a bunch of witches together, mountains are gonna move, y'all. Okay. And oh, she made a comment, Coyote Girl. You're not gonna magic your way out of it. It's science. I'm like, oh, really? Watch me. But it wasn't my situation, so I was just like, whatever. I'm like, you definitely won't be magicking your way out of nothing because you're wrapped up in the 3D, wrapped up in what other people are perceiving, not you, not what you perceive, not your, not your stuff. And she keeps going, yeah, thank you, Raven. It worked, and it's fixed, but it's a fighting chance. It's not a fix. It's a fighting chance. And but it's experience and know-how and determination will make it happen. I got a couple more manifestations in the next few months that I'm working on. A trip to Alaska and a trip to Florida. I want to go see Rich. That's not the whole reason, but it's a reason. All right, what did I take notes on? All right, let's see. All right. All right. The false flag alien invasion is well underway. People are watching the news, seeing about these things, these UFOs that they're getting shot down. Yeah, this is all fake. This is all a dog and pony show. Don't even worry about it because the mainstream is not ready for the truth. We are here. We're the truth. We're the truth bringers. Amy, Rich, here. We're the ones doing the truth. And a few other shows, right? Dark Hour Paranormal. Shout out Michael Roser. Yeah, you heard me. Dark Hour Paranormal. Friend of the Quantum Show. Quantum friend. We are entangled. We sure are. And okay, our Keith was on. a show, and I was like, okay, he was on his show or Spaced Out Radio. I can't remember. I remember that someone come up to him asking in the chat, are they going to deny our any kind of entrance into the Galactic Federation? He goes, of course they will. We're not ready. Okay, that's as a society. What about individual application? How do I apply? I would like an interview, please. I think I'm ready to go. So, yeah, that thought occurred to me. Private application to the Galactic Federation. I'm ready to join Starfleet. Come on. For real. And, yeah, the disaster in Ohio. Uh, leave a link or send me a link, and I will put it in there to Ohio. I have to look that back up because it's not clicking. Okay. Alrighty then. We have no pictures of any of these UFOs that are being shot down. The only one we have pictures of are the first one, which was a balloon, looked like scaffolding on it. Where are these things? All of these planes and even the missiles have cameras on them. Where's this? What do they look like? Talk to us. Chest cams. Soldiers are wearing chest and helmet cams, so they can know what the heck's going on. I want to know, where's all that at? I'm ready to send Dave Scott out looking for stuff. It's in his area. Okay. And they're trying to get it at 20 below. This was last week. And let's see. Oh, I saw a thing. China calls out United States for balloons, calling them object. For shooting balloons, calling them objects. And one guy was on and says, we don't know how we're not able to figure out their thing. He used the term frequency hopping. I know what that is. He used it kind of in context, but he didn't explain any of it. Let's see. So let's begin. Okay, hold on. Now this is very bubble universe, right? Mm-hmm. So we maybe in Keith's the aliens won't accept us, but another they will. This is very bubble universe. Why do I say that? Because yes, we're all the leader of our own universe. That is like as far as we can reach. Okay, when you're talking about, you're not just talking about the creation of everything. You're talking about the will and goals and the personalities of other beings. All of this is a tapestry. All of this reality, we're all working together, right? It's like an ecosystem. The way we think of an ecosystem. Good point, little Katie. Good point. However, there is much more to consider. And Raven, you'll have to send it to me on Facebook or not. It won't work in YouTube, right? Actually, you know what? Let's make it work in YouTube. Let us make it work on YouTube. Raven, you have had a wrenching experience on the Quantum Show. You are now moderator for the Quantum Show. Welcome aboard. You will notice your screen has changed and a blue wrench will have appeared. So you are now mod. Now you can put a link in the chat and it will post. Awesome. Okay. But I'm going to address Katie's comment right now. And when you are dealing with many entities with just as much grab in reality as you do, what you're saying, while partially true, is like within arm's reach as much as you can see. But there's a lot more beyond that. Yes, but also it's limited. right where you're limited. Because, well, Keith's aliens are our aliens. And I am still not convinced Keith has the whole picture. No human can have the whole picture. It's too much for us. He knows of some of them, what some of them are doing, not all of them. Okay? And as well intentioned as these aliens seem to be, I don't think they're telling him everything. Because energy is energy is energy. And, well, time travel, time manipulation, gravity modification. I just don't think they're telling him everything because we're able to do stuff. Your tire is a good example. How? How? Raven, your tire. How? Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and hide that comment now. I think we've addressed it nicely. So, yes, Raven is now moderator for the Quantum Show. How could I not? She runs her own show. She knows what she's doing. She's not a troll. She's good for us, y'all. Not everybody makes mods still. Not everybody makes mod. Um, but I know your heart is in the right place and you're doing good work. So, cheers. um, but I just don't think Keith's aliens are being 100% truthful to him, even as an ambassador from us to them, right? And I just don't think it's just inherent. They don't trust him, you know? And they don't trust any of us. We're the dangerous wild animals in the preserve that if you go too close to them, they will eat you. We are the lions and the baboons, the Bigfoot. That's us. So, yes, that. Now, where are we at? Alrighty then. Oh, yeah, the dude said frequency hopping. Frequency, he was not using it completely in context, and he was using it as a buzzword. Okay, mainstream media, please get over the buzzwords. If you're going to use the buzzwords, explain what they mean. No one knows what frequency hopping means. You have to explain that. I will explain it for everyone here. Frequency hopping is a way to mask communications. There is, and as a networker, I can definitely explain this one, okay? It is pretty much as it sounds, but there's a lot of infrastructure on that communication. Frequency hopping is hopping from frequency to frequency at a certain rate so messages get through and communication is established through multi frequencies developed by determined by a protocol, okay? And there is either a header or a subfrequency that tells that protocol to the devices on that communication network. It is a network. So you have lots of nodes talking to each other. They're all frequency hopping at the same rate. And you have to know where to look first to find the protocol in order to know how to set your device to get to the thing, right? To get to the right set of frequencies, the right intervals, the right lag, not lag, but the right latency, all that stuff before you can establish communications. And he was using it in context, but he didn't explain the context. So, mainstream media, if you're going to use buzzwords, and Blake and Brent, I'm going to have to say this to you too. If you're going to use buzzwords, please explain them, okay? But mainstream, you got no excuses. Blake and Brent and me and Rich and Amy, we have reasons and we talk about this stuff, right? We'll explain it out. Mainstream media, you're like, come on, toe the line. Everybody else is saying it. All the big channels are saying it, so we got to say it too. And I'm not even going down that road. But frequency hopping. Okay, that is a. I've explained what frequency hopping is. I don't expect a lot of people to understand it, but it is not a far out space type thing. It is something we do all the time. Our cell phones are capable of doing it, even though we don't need to do it. They're capable of doing it. Okay, It's part of a communications protocol to keep secret communication. That's it. It has nothing to do with ship drives and phasing out from place to place. It's not that frequency. You can Google it. You know what? I will Google it and I'll leave it in the chat room. Da, 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 da. Frequency hopping. I will leave a link after the show and in the chat right now. Let me see here. Okay, those, those, those are all action figures, either custom or not custom. Alrighty then. Let's. Okay, I will put this in the chat room. And this is the shortest of all short versions of this. Okay? Ugh, it's not letting me do that. It's too many characters. Like a car fob remote. Actually, not like a car fob remote. That is on a set frequency. It's a very distinct frequency. Funny you should mention that. But it's on a very distinct frequency. Your car is listening for it. Your remote produces it. And the signals are given and received. It's one way. All right. I have a link. Let's see here. Spread spectrum frequency hopping sounds really cool. It's really not that cool. Right? Amy knows about this. I heard it on Amy's show. Yeah. Excuse my dirty mug. I've been using it, and I really get into my coffee, so it gets messy. Okay. Yeah. The messier the coffee, the more fun you have. Always. All right. There's a link in the chat explaining what frequency hopping really is. Okay. It's nothing awesome. It's been around since the 50s. We've been doing it with radios. Sorry. But yeah, a key fob. Well, I say it's so funny you mentioned that because mine just stopped working. I know what happened to it. Water got in. A piece of the little edge broke off and water got in and it messed up the contact. So I have to go in and I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to get one of those generic programmable ones and I will make it work, from the inside to make another one. I got to do that because that key fob is just they're too good. They're too easy, Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Anyway, things that we made happen, and I'm gonna call back right now on manifestation, the American holiday of Thanksgiving. That is a massive way to call up manifestation. I did a whole show on it. Okay. And people, I say something related to any of this stuff. People are like, oh, yeah. I'm like, well, if you'd have liked and subscribed, you'd know about this stuff because I did a whole show. Like and subscribe. Just go to the first hour. We discuss things later, but it's kind of hard to follow. The first hour is just me. It's a quantum solo. And yeah, that's that. Okay. And things that we have made happen. And when we open up after the first hour, I'm going to ask everybody, and Raven, you are definitely invited. I'm going to ask everybody what has happened. Shadow said he had some stuff happen. He talked to me on Facebook, and I'm like, really looking forward to it. And I have been. It was a work week, and then this past week for me was a work week, and then it was get the car, and now I've got other things coming up. I am having to plan a trip to Alaska. That is an idea stage right now. Also, what's come up is a trip to Florida. I think I said all this already, but It's Fort Myers, I think. I think it's Fort Myers. Very southern, very southern, right next to the ocean. 30 minutes, and the person says, well, it's not right next to the ocean, it's 30 minutes away. I'm like, we're going to be driving 10 hours. 30 minutes? Whatever. Yeah, not rolling codes. Blue Chicken is saying rolling codes. Yeah, those aren't frequency hopping. They're changed, right? They don't hop. No problem, no problem. Link is in the chat if you want to look at what frequency hopping is. It's a very quick read. It's really easy to understand. It's not even, I mean, it's pretty mundane stuff. So that is what we have made happen. And man, that didn't take as long as I thought. Good deal. That didn't take as long as I thought. So anybody in the chat, what do you got? Go ahead, talk to me. Because I'm still really tired, because here's what happened. For the past 4 days, there was no car. The car, today was day one that the car was up on the road and going. Blue Chicken is asking, is it like multiplex? No. Multiplexing is using two or more frequencies at once to do different tasks to make that happen. That's not frequency hopping. Frequency hopping is taking all of the tasks and jumping from frequency to frequency at a set rate, at a predetermined rate, or an understood, agreed upon rate. And there you go, Raven. There's your link. Okay. I will check it out. I am not going to show. Well, let me see. What can I do? What can I do? Well, I'm not going to try to put any YouTube stuff on here because it'll probably crash me. I'm on a cell phone connection. It's a fancy cell phone connection, but it's a cell phone connection. So I will be able to, like, go there personally. Okay. And it's a YouTube video. And I can put it in the show notes after the show. And I have been slacking on doing that. Putting things in the show after the show. Yeah, I definitely can't play Fox News. This dude. Okay, well, I got the link copied. And I will put that in the show after. But let's do that. Show notes. I can actually take show notes. Of course I can. And I will do that later. Alrighty then. Hey, Samantha Morris the cat. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. It's great to have you. I just saw you pop in. I'll look. I think I saw that you had talked to me. Did you tag me or did you send me a message? Blue Chicken. And I got to talk to you about 3D design. Not here, but I got to talk to you about your 3D designs. When I said split things in the middle, you got to do all the parts like that, not one big split. And because the name of the game is make it easy. Don't make it hard to work with. So I think you tagged me. I don't know if you PM message. Okay. Well, I'm not. If I try to put anything on here, as far as YouTube videos, it will funnel through, and it will get slowed down and choppy and just it does not work out too well. Okay, I see it now, Blue Chicken. Oh, I thought you had sent it a long time ago. Not 26 minutes. Practically at the beginning of the show. See, it is a picture, I believe. And ah, that's awesome. Nathan, okay. It says form the Nathan Quantum Show. Dude, mix it up and it's from, not form. No, it's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you learned to do that. That is an excellent know how to do. To be able to put words on shapes and hollow out shapes. Excellent skill. See, Tinkercad for the win, yo. Tinkercad is awesome. And I can oh, blue chicken. We talked about something, didn't we? Okay. Yes, we did. I'm glad you told me go look. Because we talked about something. And I'm not going to read a private message. I will talk about it though. And okay, hold on. Private message, right? I'll leave this alone for right now. I was on Raven's show on Thursday, and it was awesome. It went by so fast. It went by so fast. She says, Nathan, we got 3 minutes left. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's been 13. Oh my God, it's an hour. But I should have, maybe I didn't want to lead off with that because I knew I would talk about that the whole time. But here I am, right? And I don't have to stop after an hour, guys. But I was on Raven's show. I will put a link after the show to Raven's Rabbit Hole. And too many synchronicities between her and I. Oh my God. Down to the personal level of things, okay? And it is insane. I feel so open to you, Raven. For real. It's like this is so easy, it's scary. I'm not even joking, okay? But hey, spirit guides haven't objected yet, so it's all good. Okay, no problem, Samantha. You're driving? No problem. Drive safe. Listen, I'm a horrible singer, so no music on the Quantum Show. Just be careful. And thank you for risking your life here at the Quantum Show, driving and listening. Don't bother chatting. I understand. It's Hakuna Matata. It's okay. Okay, get that link, Raven. Please do. I will get me that link. Send it to me. Heck, send it. Post it up here. It's fine. You're a mod. Post it up here. But we had such a great time talking about this stuff. And to be honest, for the first 10 or 15 minutes, I was like, it's quantum because it's quantum because it's quantum. I didn't mean to sound all hokey like that. I eventually did explain what I meant, and it was lack of sleep. It was really bothering me. I'm still tired, but I have gotten plenty of sleep for now. And oh boy, it was such a good time. And she has a producer, Jay, and apparently Jay likes me. I've been invited to come back this coming up Thursday, and I will be. And I think, Raven, I think you've got a few things planned, just ideas to follow, kind of like a, there you go. Blue Chicken just tweeted to me. Nathan from the Quantum Show. Okay. Yeah, dude, send me that STL. Cool. I'll make one. She, where was I? Oh yeah, I was over on Raven's show, and everybody seemed to like it. I've been invited back, and I think she's got some things planned. Not exactly a schedule, but some things to try to stay on topic. Like she wants me to talk about the cemetery. I think that's right. And okay, if we talk about the cemetery, I'm going to talk about the possessed girl, because those are the freakiest things I've ever been a part of. Freaky, scary, not the freakiest, freakiest, scariest. Okay, and yeah, thank you, Raven. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate it. I thought I sounded like an idiot, but that's okay. I'm criticizing myself, of course. I'm my own worst critic, or best critic, whatever, you know. And I listened to the show a couple times since we did it. And yeah, I just, in the first 10 minutes, I was like, quantum, quantum, quantum. And I could just hear myself going, what does that mean? Explain it. Talk to me. And so I did. So I eventually did explain myself. And I just have no other word for it. Because when you want something and it just kind of appears, what is that? What is that? You know, you want something, you need something, it's on your mind and you're imagining yourself with it, be it a situation, a person, or and when I say a person, I mean everybody's wanting the same thing, okay? Not somebody against their will. You know who I'm talking. You know who you are. You know who you are. Don't do that here. We ain't having that here. And they're playing our replay of the show. Awesome. Tell them to come in. They can come in and chat too on the second hour, next hour. And yeah, Thursday went great. It was great. And when I say we have synchronicities going on, Raven, I mean it. And it's like, it's scary easy. And it's so, I want to do it so much. That's scary too. You know what I mean? It's intimidating. It's like, nothing works this way. Why is it happening so easily right now? There you go. The link is in the chat. And it will be on the description of the show afterwards. Now, okay, that didn't work. I will have to just, yeah, click the link and then get because it will be in the description after the show. It's in the chat right now. Alrighty then. Yeah, Raven does a fun show over there at 12 Radio, 12 Radio. There we go. Much better. And, okay. We had a great time. I did. Yeah, but we got so much going on that's like, it's the same stuff. You're doing it there. I'm doing it here. Uh, um, and yeah, on a personal note, since this is my channel, and I'm pretty much an open book to everybody because you can't hide from the quantum. Can't hide. This is really personal for me, Raven. That show, that stuff is really personal. It's for real. I was like, and I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling it. It's crazy, crazy. I love it though. Okay, and I'm like, oh man, I'm still like, I don't know. There's a coffee shop with a couple of chairs for us in it, waiting somewhere in the quantum. What do they call it? Quantum foam? Is that what it is? I would like some quantum foam on my latte, please. When I heard quantum foam, I was like, what are these people talking about? It's the hardware nuts and bolts thing of quantum mechanics, and they're coming up with quantum foam. I'm like, okay, what so dumbed down word is this now? And It's everything. It is literally, quantum foam is the substance that makes everything everything. And I'm like, okay, we need to stop leaving these people in charge to explain things. You need to get people like me, like Rich, like Amy, like Dakhour Paranormal on talking about this stuff, because we can explain it better, because we all got feelings for this stuff. We feel this stuff. Because it, hey, Joe, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Just talking about quantum foam. How it's like, you get some coffee and you're like, I would like some quantum foam on my latte, please. But quantum foam is the yes and no of everything. And they need to leave those words alone. Let me, Amy, Rich, Michael talk about it. Because we know how to get people to actually understand it. Now I'm looking at you, the science guy, and what's his name? These science people on mainstream TV? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. You know what? Just stop. Give it to the YouTube people. Let us crazies worry about it, because we're better at it than you are. Go write a book. Go make a TV show down there with ancient aliens. You know who? All y'all go hang out over there. We got this, okay? And if you want, you can feature us. Okay, me, Amy, Rich, Michael. There we go. Now, okay, that's my little quantum team right there. And Raven. Everybody got to have a Raven. I got the best Raven. Experience, know-how, compassion. You got it all, Raven. You're totally quantum. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to make the nuts and bolts version because nobody believes enough in it. Ironic how that works, huh? Funny how that works. They don't believe in it enough to make it happen. They want to see it to believe it. And like Art Keith says, that doesn't work. You have to believe it first, and then your background nuts and bolts of reality will work to make it happen. Then you'll see it. Reality, yeah, okay. Raven just left a link in the chat, and it's to 12radio.com. I say 12 radio, it just makes sense to me. 12radio.com. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave links to all those people. GUFON, Alien Girl 111, Dakhour Paranormal. Those links will be in the description after the show, because Michael is really, he's starting to kick ass, y'all. I mean, he always has kicked ass, but he's going up there. I don't know, I can feel it, right? So I need to get his link, put it in there. Yeah, moderator, there are a few things that you are now able to do, and you can put people in timeout. You can ban people. You can, I think you can unban people. You can let them back in. And okay, I will check you out, Blue Chicken, in the Facebook group. But yeah, there's some things. So we got to make sure your computer's good to go. We'll do that. I'll get on the phone with you and we'll do that. And yeah, you know what? I believe that wraps up the first hour solo. I thought I had more to talk about, but I could go more with Raven's show that what we did. But Raven, if you come on the next hour in the panel, you can tell us about it. Okay. On StreamYard, you don't have to use video if you don't want. That's fine. If you want to, that'd be great too. And yeah. Let's see. You got some notifications here. And okay. Now I have to say obligatory like and subscribe Tell your friends. If you're here, you are quantum. All right. And there will be a link in the description to PayPal or buy me a coffee if you would like to throw out some material thanks. Not required. Anything given is like, y'all have no idea. Hearing me mentioned warms my heart. Y'all have no idea. Oh, sorry about that. That's the microphone, isn't it? But y'all have no idea. I even hear my name mentioned. I'm like, oh my God. And what are they saying about me? Do I suck? No, it's usually good. And Joe has left a link in the chat. Technology review. I will have to go out and look at it. It will all okay. It will also be there to look at. We may look at it next hour. Next hour is not going to be right now. It's break time, right? So I'm going to get a refill, take care of stuff, and we will be back. But yes, obligatory like and subscribe. If you're here, you are quantum. Leave a comment. Join us in the chat. Um, there are links in the description and the about page and on this show if you would like to use PayPal or buy me a coffee. That would be awesome. Not required. It warms my heart to know. I mean, for real, y'all. It sounds dumb. And I'm like big tough guy, right? But okay, this is MIT. That I'm shown any kind of anything, notice, consideration, anything. It just is like shocking. How are people liking this? But they do. Okay, that's the end of it. That is the end of the first hour. We will be back in a little bit, probably 20 minutes or so. I'm going to get the other show ready and coffee and all that stuff. Okay. Thanks. Out of here. Keeping it quantum.